Hello, people of YouTube. What is going on a Friday night? We got two powerful channels sitting in the green room right now. One is guzzling gin, and the other one is guzzling beers. One of the channels got chased by a chicken around the yard today, or Saturday. Was epic. If you haven't seen this nice lady get chased by the killer chicken, you have to go watch. The chicken had attitude. We're going to bring them in right now. They're the Brazen, I said it right, Brits. Here they come. Where'd they go? They went right back out. They're back in.
Hey, Joe.
Hey. What kind of gin are you drinking over there? Gin makes you sin, brother.
Yeah. I'm an Angry Orchard.
Natalie's on this hard cider.
Hard cider. I saw a big bottle of gin.
No, it's water. Look, water again. See?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Water.
It's that funny spring water.
Yeah.
The kind that makes you put on a lampshade by 30 minutes into the party.
Yeah, that one.
There's nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. The next channel we got coming in, you know him, you love him. He cares about what? I have no idea. He's got a great big dog with a great big heart. Pawz in effect.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, man, how's it going?
What's up, brother? Welcome in. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm here. I'm drinking. What are you drinking?
I am drinking Blue Chair Bay, Kenny Chesney, coconut rum.
Ooh. He's
Hey,
fancy. Not Parrot Bay.
And then every once in a while, a shot of root beer moonshine.
Let's change up the rules tonight. Let's make this interesting. Do you have shot glasses?
Ooh.
I do.
No.
So every time you laugh, you make the other person laugh, they got to take a shot of whatever they're drinking.
I like a shot of cider. That'd be fun. Hold on.
That's not fair.
Katie. And she did say, Lawrence, I doubt that water.
Let's see what YouTube channel we can get to hit the floor first. I'm locked up here, man. What's going on with that?
Hey, I'm 2 hours in, so this totally isn't fair.
Yeah, and I've been
You're English. It's okay.
That's a very large shot glass.
Yeah, that's not a normal shot glass size, is it? Oh, Drew's gone. Are you still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm still here. I guess Drew's leaving us to battle it out.
Okay. It's in the Pawz show.
Yeah. There. Now I'm back.
Oh, no, he's back.
But whatever, we'll just deal with it. It'll lag here eventually. Can y'all hear me? Am I lagging in voice or just picture?
I think your StreamYard's drunk, Drew.
I think so. It is. Okay, so let's go. The first one. Let's all take a pull real quick. Good stuff. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Let's do rock, paper, scissors. See who goes first.
Okay.
All right, let's go. You ready?
Lauren? Ready?
Okay, ready? 1,
Ready?
2, 3, go.
Oh. Okay, great minds think alike. Let's go again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So on you.
Okay.
I guess he goes first.
So
or does that mean I go first?
Oh yeah.
Who's the winner? Who's the loser?
I don't know. But something. So I need to say something actually. So you both have Danes, correct? Well, we also have a Dane here tonight. So
oh, yeah, 3 great days. That's awesome.
Yeah, which is she's lovely. She's actually just pooped everywhere, which is why Natalie's not sat next to me right now.
Lots of poop.
Yeah.
Great Dane poop is like tremendous.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Great Dane poop is, you're in for a treat.
Oh, was it Roxy?
Yeah.
Oh, it was our Doberman. Sorry, it wasn't Daphne.
Don't blame Daphne.
Oh.
Her daddy's probably watching.
We still need a shovel for it, though.
I'm a little bummed out that my StreamYard froze up on me here.
So you're in and out a little bit, but it's not bad. We can hear your audio just fine, just the video.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just a frozen picture in time. Oh, there it goes. Now it looks like it's coming back. Okay. So, come on, video. Okay. So, who won the rock paper scissors?
I did.
I lost.
Okay, but I don't know what winning means. Does that mean I have to go first?
We're not sure. We're not sure whether the winner goes first or the winner makes the other person go first. So it kind of depends on.
Lawrence, you go first. Lawrence, you won. Okay. So, question.
Okay, hold on. Natalie's messing with her phone.
I'm not messing with my phone. It won't turn off.
God, you're so unprofessional.
I'm so sorry. How does this work again?
All right. I'm terrible at jokes, so this is going to be awful.
All right. First question. Question first.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right.
Hey, we're professional. We have a format to follow here.
I'm sorry. I told you I'm 2 hours into this already.
That's a penalty. Take a drink.
Got it.
I'm already on it.
I think it's my Voitastic voicemail screwing up the. Let me close that. My computer is
processing.
It is. It's processing that. So there we go. We're going to do that. And there we go. Probably better. Okay. So you have a bunch of chickens and goats and one big turkey with a huge rear end.
Kevin.
Would that be a big ass turkey?
That's a big
You got a drink.
Yeah, point my laugh.
We're all going to be Schlitz by the end of this. Which was the chicken who chased you around the yard?
Wilson.
Wilson chased you around. Is Wilson just kind of a jerk?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but he's a good rooster and he does protect his ladies. So, yeah. Let him go.
We get a lot of hawks here, so as much as we hate him, and we have sticks planted all the way around the property so that we can fend him off if he comes near us. But if a hawk comes down for one of his girls,
I want to mess with him.
That hawk doesn't have a stick, so good luck with that.
Can I make a suggestion? Can you put a GoPro on Wilson?
Oh, that's a good idea. I bought a thing for the dogs. Like they had.
Yeah, we put one on our dog.
Yeah. We got one too.
We all want to see Chicken Cam 2.0.
That would be great.
I'm loving this idea. I'm totally doing it.
I'm thinking that would be an amazing thing. So go ahead and tell your joke. What do you got?
Okay. I ate a clock yesterday. It was very time consuming.
Dad joke. I like it.
That's a drink. Is that a drink, audience? What do we say?
I don't think it was. It wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough? Okay.
I don't think so. And that was the best one I've got. So, do we just drink the bottle now?
Do we just drink the bottle? The bottle, Governor? I got a whole bunch of British stuff. I want to ask terminology later here. Now, Bradley, you just got off a premiere.
Yes, sir.
Right now, and I watched it. It was really good. Tell us a little bit about the location of the haunted house, will you?
Well, that was our longest premiere. Normally, our videos are about 12 to 15 minutes, but this one was 45 minutes long. The reason why is we did a tour of the Brooksville May Stringer house. We did it during the day, and then we went back and did it at night during the ghost tour. And so this is evidently a certified haunted house, and years and years and years of hauntings have went on there. And we did the tour, and then after the tour, you do a tour during the day, and it's more about history. Then you do a tour at night, and it's about the hauntings. And then after the tour, you get to stick around for an hour and just go around and play around with their gadgets, and that was pretty fun. There's also there's a Facebook page called Brooksville Pit, where they let this guy come in after the tour's over, and he sets up all of his equipment, and you can watch it all night long. Now, I watched it for about 10 minutes, but I don't know who sits there and watches this stuff all night long to see if the lights blink or whatever, but they're really there's a lot of people that are really into it. I'm somewhat skeptical, but it was fun.
The one question I have is, while you were sitting there, did you get touched in any of your naughty places by the ghost? Because
I did not get touched at all. There was a girl that got touched. That she said she got touched, but I did not get touched at all, which is pretty par for the course.
Okay. Because I mean, if I was getting touched, I'd be like, "Ooh, do I tip? Like, what's the protocol for this?"
I don't know. That's the first time I went. I asked next time.
What's your joke?
Right, mine's a little longer, so it's kind of a story. So there's these 3 moles. They live out on this farmhouse, and they wake up one morning. There's Mama Mole, Daddy Mole, and Baby Mole, and the farmer's cooking breakfast. And the Papa Mole sticks his head out the hole and says, "I smell sausage." And the Mama Mole sticks her head out the hole and says, "I smell pancakes." And the Baby Mole tries to stick his head out of the hole, but he can't. And he says, "All I smell is molasses."
I get it.
That's a drink.
I was laughing before you finished.
You knew what it was going to be, right?
That's a drink. Go ahead and nail it.
Oh, I was going to drink. I don't have to though, right?
No, it's those quarters, man. You got it in the rim. That was in the glass, not a rim shot. He drinks.
Awesome.
So the more you make him laugh, he's going to fall over.
Okay, cool. And then when he falls over, I'll laugh.
Then we'll all laugh.
Right.
And it'll be happy. And then he'll get up in the middle of the night at 9 a.m. and yell at somebody for mowing their lawn.
Me, you know?
Yeah. Ellie did that last 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm mad about it. What are you moaning at 10 o'clock in the morning for? People are trying to sleep.
1 o'clock in the afternoon. He was like, "I'm trying to sleep here."
Yeah. So you crazy people and you're mowing.
I am hooked on this show called Grand Tour. Have you ever seen it? That show is awesome. But they always use those like "take off, you wanker" or some of the funny stuff. Can you explain some of that terminology to us? Like, what does that mean? We don't know what that means.
What, wanker?
Like when he calls like a Muppet. What's a Muppet?
Oh, I love the word Muppet.
Muppet.
Everyone's a Muppet here.
So a Muppet, the problem is, if I translate it to a more adult word that we're trying to stay away.
That's not.
Okay.
It's an idiot.
It's an idiot.
They're a cute idiot.
If you call someone an idiot, they're a Muppet. But it's like the kind of thing like if your kid did something that was a bit stupid, they fell off. They had to come into it somewhere. If your kid fell off their bike and they're a little bit whimpery, but they're not full on crying, they haven't hurt themselves, you'd say, "Oh, you Muppet." You know, "Oh, you idiot. Why didn't you?" You know, that kind of thing. It's like I don't know.
Silly.
It's
a nice way of saying it.
It's a nice insult.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I love it when the big one, the gorilla looking guy, calls the little one who crashes cars a Muppet.
Yeah.
He's such a Muppet. It's just for me, that's hilarious. Did you see the episode where he crashed the car?
Yes. Yeah. So you know they used to do another series called Top Gear, right?
Right. And then I guess the big guy punched one of the producers or something in the face, and then he had to leave. So the other two were with him.
He used to do a lot of the big guy used to do a lot of bad things.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, he used to do a lot of not bad things, but things that could have been perceived as non-politically correct, and he would get in trouble. And they were employed by the BBC, which is obviously funded by taxes, right?
Right.
So you can't have something that's funded by taxes being politically incorrect. So they got fired. And then Amazon paid them millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to go over to there and do the same thing. But yeah, it's great. I love it. I've loved it for about 20 years.
Yeah, Top Gear is just awesome. That's great. That's hilarious.
You don't even need to be a motorhead to watch it because it's just dumb stuff. It's not even about cars.
No. Yeah.
Right, like when they got dropped off in the middle of the desert and they had to build a car. And then Clarkson was in charge of the food and he couldn't cook or start a fire.
Yes,
I love the episode. Didn't Hammond do everything?
Yeah.
and they all like to drink, and there was no booze whatsoever in the whole episode. They were pissed.
They are. Yeah.
That was hilarious. Go ahead and tell your joke.
I'll go. Well, good luck.
Mine are all one-liners. So, did you hear about the crook who stole a calendar? He got 12 months. Come on.
And he had a date. He had a date every night.
one-up joke.
So
he did. I'll take a drink because you won it. Yeah.
See, you're just going to take a drink anyway, so this is going to be great. We're going to do a 3-hour show, just so you know.
So I've got a funny story about terminology in other countries. Okay. So me and a buddy of mine were on a business trip down to Australia, and we were there for 2 weeks. So we're over the weekend, so we did some shopping and that kind of stuff. And I kept seeing these shirts down there, and I'd heard this term before, but I don't know, it just slipped my mind. But it was like Yawanka, right? And they say that a lot down there. And so I was calling my buddy Yawanka all the time. I was like walking around, and we're in the airport, and we're like we're leaving, and we're in the airport, and we're shopping in one of these duty-free shops, and there's this old lady sitting there shopping at the same rack that I'm at, and I called him a wanker, and she went, whoa, and looked around at me, and I'm like, Mark, what's that mean? And he goes, don't you know what a wanker is? I'm like, no, and then he told me. So, yeah, and I guess everybody knows, right? I'm not sure why.
I thought you were explaining it a moment ago, and I'm trying to keep the things
clean.
Well, I love it when my boss at the pet store learned the word tosser. So she literally walked in to the pet shop and was like, all right, tosser. I'm like, love, that's not something you yell in England. Again, if you want to know what a tosser is, you can Google that. I'm not going to explain it.
I know the guy.
There's a lot of Googling and drinking tonight.
Yeah. So here's another one. A guy walked into the office when I first moved over. I'm in a big open plan office. Think like Google, right? Big open plan. Lots of people everywhere. From one side to the other one, he said, "All right, Lawrence, do you want to see me bollocks?" and I don't think he really knew what it meant. But a few people did, so yeah, that was interesting.
Now I do love Top Gear because they called it gentleman's plums, and ever since then it's been gentleman's plums.
Yeah.
When I was 16 years old, my girlfriend's name was Lisa Zoff, Zoff, and she loved to, when people would meet her, she'd say, "Hi, my name's Lisa Zoff. You probably know my brother Jack."
That's a German.
I only just heard this, guys. Come on.
That wasn't even a joke. That was just a true story.
That's just freaking. So, Lawrence, when he was yelling about your bullocks, what did you do? Like, what do you do in that situation? Do you just stand up and say they're big?
I just stood up and then showed them. It's rude. He asked politely. Why wouldn't I? I was just very awkward. I don't know if you saw in the chat, but somebody brought up Uranus. And we did a video on this town called Uranus, Missouri, not too long ago. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you haven't seen it, I love puns.
We kind of have seen a lot about Uranus and about the fudge from the way we're
Yep. Everyone knows.
A little bit famous about Uranus. So if you're ever on the program with the Wags, you don't have to tell any jokes. Just look at it and say, who packed your fudge in Uranus?
Yep, that's exactly right.
You'll lose it. She'll lose it. Scout will lose it. The whole RV will lose it. So, yeah, no. So you have a lot in common with the Wags around Uranus.
Yeah, if you ever go past that place, you got to stop just to take pictures. Do a segment from there. There's so many signs. There's one. It's like this fake Western like town. So it's not even really a town. It's just like a fake town with a candy store, and they've got all these little different shops. And one's like a billiard hall, and it says, "We're missing 2 balls. 2 balls lost in Uranus. If you find them," or stuff like that, right? And so it's just pun after pun after pun, and it's pretty funny.
Right. How is it spelled? Is it spelt the same?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the same as the planet.
They have more nuts around Uranus over there, from what Dustin was saying.
Yeah.
They heat them up for you. They're delicious. You should try them.
It's a bit nutty. It's a bit nutty. Famous Austin Powers.
You've really started something now with these swear words. I've got Simon and Dee here. Tell them what a bell end is. I'm not even going to start with that. Come on.
Well, Drew's seen Snatch, so that would have been in Snatch.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
There we go.
Who's up?
This is definitely turning into. We are definitely pushing the boundary on this live chat. I love that.
I've got a bit naughty joke. It's no bad words. It's just a little bit more naughty than the molasses one. If you want to hear it.
Well, whose turn is it first? I think it's Lord Lawrence of the House of Bacon.
Well, I told a real story. Are you going to count that as a joke?
Well, he did laugh and he did drink.
Okay, that's fine.
Drinking
I'm ready. I'm ready. Bring it.
You don't want another one. You don't want another one of my bad jokes. I've just written a song about tortillas. Well, actually, it's a rap.
That's a good dad joke.
There you go, Brad. Bradley, you're drinking.
I haven't heard that one. That's quite good.
It's a good, clean joke. Good, clean jokes.
Did you just Google that?
Yes.
Good, clean
I'm
jokes.
saving my clean ones for the end. They're funnier when you're drunk. The clean ones are, right?
Oh, you've got a whole strategy for this.
Yeah, this is our first time, so we don't know.
Remember, hate mail goes to this guy over here or this guy down here. I have nothing to do with this. It's easy when you're like this. You just point in the opposite direction.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Yeah, see,
Opposite direction.
It's easy for me.
Yeah. Keep drinking. All right, Bradley. You and I have the same thing. My question is, when we take our dogs out, what are the first 3 things that you hear from everybody who comes up to your Dane? There's certain 3 things that you, no matter what.
Can I say?
Go ahead.
Is that a pause?
What breed is that? A lot of times, just because of her color, right? She's a double merle, so she's got the effective white, and she's actually deaf because of that. But yeah, they'll say what breed is it? Is pretty common.
How big is it? Will it get bigger?
Yeah, how much does it weigh? Will it get bigger? Is that a dog? We call her tiny horse.
Pony.
Can we ride that?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah,
ride
exactly. Yeah.
So, I gotta ask, how many cups of food does your Dane eat every day?
I think she gets 3 cups in the morning and 2 cups in the evening, so like 5 cups.
Yeah, mine was on 8.
Yeah, so she's only 100 pounds. She's a small Dane.
Yeah,
by Dane standards, right? Yeah. So I think most female Danes are 120, 125. The males are 150, 170, and that's the smaller breed. There's actually the English Danes, I think is what they call them, and they're bigger. They're like 160 for the female and 200 plus for the male. So huge dogs. And then we got a Husky that's crazy, and the Husky owns the Great Dane for the most part. She's definitely the alpha. Great Dane's scared, won't even walk in the room where they eat if the Husky's laying kind of in the doorway.
Yeah, my Dane was up to 8 cups of food a day. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, what goes in does come out.
And they're lap dogs.
Yeah.
They're lap dogs. They like being in your lap right next to you. Yeah, they get your attention. They'll lift you. They lift me off. The Great Dane lifts me off the ground when she wants my attention. Like if I come home and I've been gone for 10 minutes and she thinks it's all day long, right? And, oh, I'm so happy to see you. And she's right at that crotch level. So she just like lifts you right up the ground from the front or the back.
Yeah, I'm starting to wear a cup in the house because the tail is
the
right
tail or the head. The head.
Yeah, it's right at the man parts. What did you call them? The
gentleman's plums.
Family jewels.
Gentleman's plums. And every time I walk into the door, the dog gets happy, and I go up an octave.
I'll switch to the ROM here.
Go ahead and tell your joke, Bradley.
All right. So there's this old man in a small town, and he's always sitting out on his porch, and this little boy comes walking by pulling his wagon. In his wagon, he's got rolls of duct tape. The old man says, "What you going to do with that duct tape?" He says, "I'm going to catch ducks." The old man says, "You can't catch ducks with duct tape." About 10 minutes later, the boy comes back, and he's got about 10 ducks all caught up in the duct tape. And the old man's just scratching his head. Next day, the boy's going by, and he's got a wagon pulling through. He's got chicken wire. And the guy, "What you going to do with that chicken wire?" He says, "I'm going to go catch chickens." He says, "You can't catch chickens with chicken wire." Sure enough, 15 minutes later, he comes back, and he's got a whole bunch of chickens stuck in that chicken wire. Next day, the boy comes pulling that wagon, and he's got some pussy willows in there. And the man says, "I'll go get my hat."
That's a drink.
How does he know so
I don't know. He tells them so well that I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't fair.
I love this. It's a big hit. If you guys are having fun in the chat, let us know by typing fun or something. I don't know. And if you're drinking drinking along with us, type in drinking fun.
I know
it's awesome to see in the chat. I'd like to know who's drinking with us tonight.
2:30 in the morning.
Good sister on here. It is 2:30 in the morning.
Because she's supportive.
Go to bed, Stephanie.
fun or something is the wag. Awesome.
Something.
All right, Lawrence.
The rest of mine are one-liners. Those were my big ones that I was pretty sure I'd get a laugh. So you're probably safe from now on.
Lawrence and Natalie, do you guys have any more plans of bringing any more unique animals into your fold?
Ooh.
She's leaving. Goodbye.
The official answer. I'm going to say no is the official answer. But Drew, this isn't a planned thing. You say that like we planned to get 2 turkeys last week. There was no plan of that. There was no agreement. She just turned up. She took my truck and she turned up and she came back with 2 turkeys. It's the same thing that happened with the goats.
You need to add some chinchillas to the mix. That'll really spice things up. Chinchillas are awesome.
Not helping.
You know what? Natalie, I heard ferrets are really cool.
So my wife's good. My wife's really, really creative and sneaky because I wanted a cat. We had a husky. I said I wanted a cat because I was around my daughter's cat, and she goes, I think the dog will eat it. And next thing I know, we've got a Great Dane, and I don't know how that happened, but that's what happened. I wanted a cat. We got a Great Dane. So I'm not saying I want anything else again.
We got a hamster and the kids killed it, so I was like, all right, cool. Then we had a burial procession for the hamster. I was going to feed it to the Great Dane.
You got to, yeah.
Animal Planet, the whole thing right out the door. That I was not allowed to do that. I get in trouble a lot here. I don't know why. So, what's your joke? We want to hear Natalie tell a joke. Natalie, tell a joke. Lawrence is always telling you tell a joke.
Okay.
Natalie's way too gone to be telling jokes. Right.
Rude.
Close one eye so you only have to read one of them.
What do you call a dog with no legs?
I love these jokes.
What do you call a dog with no legs?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It still won't come when you call.
I would call it cat. Call it cat or husky. Those 2 things don't come when you
call it stay. I'm glad I have another 6-pack in there.
I did not realize when I signed up for this that it was going to be a drinking game thing.
Neither did I.
It's Friday.
We don't script anything over here. Nothing is.
But it is Friday night, and we made it through another week.
It is.
And in Missouri, we are open for business, and people are everywhere.
Nice. Really?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised on Cinco de Mayo, the Mexican place right down the road. It was like packed inside the tent and everything. People aren't really being very smart here in St. Louis, but hey, that's kind of what we're known for.
You know, we missed this show. Should have been done on Cinco de Mayo or St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, that would be perfect day.
We'll have a drinking show for St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Okay.
Actually, now you just reminded me of something. It should spawn a conspiracy theory. This all started on St. Patrick's Day and kind of started ending on Cinco de Mayo.
Ooh.
It's got to be some kind of conspiracy theory we can tie to that.
Do you think we could get away with that in YouTube to start? Like
I'm stuttering.
Cinco de Mayo on St. Patrick's Day.
What's that?
You think we could start a show off on Cinco de Mayo with the hats and then end in leprechauns hats by the end of the show?
That would always be fun.
That would be a good show.
Maybe a Mickey hat in the middle or something.
I love how Lawrence is getting his sponsor in there, Adidas. So,
yeah, Adidas.
Bradley, what's one of the favorite places you've ever been to your with your camper? We'll just ask the generic everybody questions when they're asking.
With the camper. Okay.
The camper.
I've traveled a lot without the camper, but with the camper, I'm thinking here. Probably, I really liked it's kind of lame right now, but I really like Southern California, the area down there right along the Mexican border, south of San Diego, Imperial Beach, the golden flakes on the beach. And then if you just go out into the mountains there, up into the mountains there was really nice. I think there's I can't remember the name of it. There's 1,000 trails out there at Pico or something like that.
Has the disease affected you in some unknown way?
Right.
Why? Well, you gotta understand. Most of our travels so far have been to visit family and stuff like that. So we haven't really hit the big Zion National Parks and Yellowstone. We're going to Bryce Canyon and Grand Canyon pretty soon. But all of our travel before we started this was pretty much flying travel, and we went to Maui a lot, right? So Maui is by far our favorite travel destination.
Well, anywhere in Hawaii is great because as soon as you land, you get laid.
And a Mai Tai.
You get this drink with an umbrella and some flowers. I mean,
free drinks and a lei.
Yeah. So, but I got to tell you, since I'm from Southern California and this is my backyard, Bradley, we need to talk because Imperial Beach is where you get robbed. That's not a really nice place to go. And Pico, when you go to that 1,000 trails, you have to sign a disclaimer saying that we are not responsible for your electrical in your RV because they'll blow it up.
Well, we had lots of helicopter circling. And the immigration enforcement came through. But I'm a risk taker, man. We survived it. We're going to go back. We're going to be back. We're probably going to stay in Imperial Beach in February, or we might go up to Long Beach. I don't know.
Well, Long Beach is that's even my backyard. I've lived in Long Beach. So when you come into SoCal, call me because we'll put you down in Silver Strand State Beach.
We're getting ready to make our reservations. Let me tell you here. My wife sent me what we're getting ready to do. Let me tell you the two places we're looking at.
I just don't want you to get mugged and
Golden Shore RV in Long Beach. Golden Shore RV.
You don't have kids, do you?
No.
Okay,
well,
so
not kids that we take with us. We've got 6 kids and 7 grandkids.
Watch my review on Golden Shore RV, and your mouth is going to drop because they came across the RV park in a golf cart like Nazis yelling at my wife.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I can't make this up.
So scratch that off our list.
You might want to. I can get you some nicer places.
Okay, yeah, I love that. Just email.
But I mean, if you want to go to Long, that's like 2 minutes from the house.
You know what we should do? I should have you on my show and just interview you and have you tell us where we should need to stay when we're out there. We're going to be out there from February through middle of March in 2021.
Okay. I can totally do that and hook you into the right places.
We'll do that on a Wednesday night. If you're free on a Wednesday night, we'll do it on a Wednesday night during our game series.
Can we drink?
Yeah, the answer to that is always yeah if you want to. Just drink responsibly.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, and make sure you drink water. Water is the most important adult beverage. So
you have a joke.
I do have a joke.
Yeah, that was the joke. Water
and this is a dad joke. Bacon and eggs walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry guys, we don't serve breakfast in here." See, the one-liners. You got to be drunker, right?
Yeah, this is my first ever. And I got a
super sticker, Mel Nettie. Those guys are awesome.
You got Linda did a super chat as well.
I got 2 super chats.
Yeah.
You got a super sticker and you got a $5 super chat above that. Yep.
Thank you. You make me do my happy dance.
Linda Barker. We just told a story about her
Linda
on our
for
channel.
the super chat, and thank you, Melanetti, for the super chat. I appreciate the super sticker. Happy dance. You made me
Linda.
Dance.
Linda would have probably donated more had she not lost $500 in cash and $500 of traveling checks on a DC vacation. That was the story we told about her on our channel the other night. Oh, right, Linda?
Wow.
So we're doing this thing on our channel called Facts, Falsies, and Fiction. So you guys, Papa Drew, Lawrence and Natalie, Brazen Brits, you guys need to email us some facts about you so we shout out your channel on our Wednesday nights. Anybody else listening, send us your facts because it's a fun game. It helps us shout out your channel and some interesting facts about different channels.
I was once not as round as I am.
What shape were you?
Slim.
Slim's a shape?
What's back then?
Were you square?
Pretty much. Lawrence, go ahead and fire off a joke, buddy.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say this one because this will be difficult when I'm drunk. If you're American when you go in the bathroom and you're American when you come out, what are you in the bathroom?
You're European.
Yeah.
That's drinks all around. Pull them out, people. Come on.
I love that one.
That's awesome. That is just great.
I like it a latte. My wife used to own a coffee shop. That was my favorite joke.
Did you have a shirt made?
You know, we didn't. She always had like dog things on her shirt, dog paw, because we've always been passionate about supporting dog rescues and stuff like that. And
yeah, so go ahead and talk about that real quick, Bradley, about the dog rescue stuff.
Well, our last 3 dogs that we've had, the 2 we have now and the one before that, were all rescues, and they're the best dogs we ever had. And there's lots of dogs in need. There's like 6 million dogs a year that get surrendered. A lot of people get a puppy, and a year later it's not a puppy anymore, so they get rid of it because they want a puppy. So it's kind of frustrating. But there's lots of charities out there, especially these small charities that are just passionate about helping dogs and are not taking a dime of the money. Everything they bring in plus the money that they put into it goes to helping these dogs. So we're trying to help out primarily smaller charities that are focused on not only dogs but all animals. Sea turtles, we support them, and we actually even expand beyond animals. We met a group called the Honor Flag, that's all about supporting service members that have lost their lives, either firefighters, cops, or military. And there's this thing called the Honor Flag. It's a great story. And so that's what we're passionate about. We really started our channel as a hobby for our friends and family to follow along, but we're close to getting monetized. And when we do, every single penny, plus we spend more that we give to charities, is going to go to those selected small charities, because every penny goes pretty much to the cause, because those small charities, they're doing it out of their heart. They're volunteers. They're not doing it to draw a CEO salary from a charity organization.
Right, and that's what I'm doing with those super chats. The WAGs will be really happy because I'm going to donate to them. So,
yeah. I know there's a few channels that are doing that with the military side. That's awesome. Our Epic Adventure and Wayward Wags, and there's a few other channels that came in and are supporting their cause, which is fantastic.
Well, Natalie, you work with dogs and rescues and stuff, right? That's what you do?
Well, I mean...
Well, you're not Natalie. You're Bradley. I was asking Natalie. I'm going to put you in your plate. Drink something.
I just spilled it. I spilled it all over the place.
That was my Marine drill instructor coming out. Don't interrupt Natalie. Natalie, go ahead.
I'm going to mute myself so I don't mess up.
I thought you said Bradley as well.
That was,
and then Natalie started talking. I'm like, what?
No, I had to call you because there's 2 small charities that we foster dogs for here as well. Shirley's Angel Boxer Rescue and the Southern Pawz VA Rescue. They're 2 that you would never have heard of in Virginia, but they are just all foster-based volunteers. Don't take a penny for it, and just try and help as many animals as they can. So we've been fostering for different charities over this last year, but they're 2 that really do need help, and they're always struggling.
It's funny because people always donate to the big charities, right?
Yeah.
So then when you have the local charities that are literally run by
just fosters and volunteers,
4 ladies who can barely pay their rent, and they're helping all of these dogs, then that's kind of where we help out. So we'll foster a whole bunch of dogs when we can. It gets stressful.
It did last year, only because we were boarding as well. So that got really tough, because it was like, if I had space, we would try and take a foster in, but I couldn't take any more than 1 at a time.
And the biggest risk, and Bradley, I don't know if you find this, is foster fails.
That's only happened once.
Yeah, I know, but it could happen a lot more. When we foster dogs, we fall in love with all of them.
It is hard,
and it is so hard to let them go.
We fostered a Great Dane. So the plan was we were going to be fosters. We fostered 1. We got this guy named Zeus. He was 1 year old. He was an absolutely perfect dog. And then we found a forever home for him in Wisconsin. And Chris, I can't foster anymore because giving it up. And so about 6 months later, she sends me this picture of this cute little 18-pound Great Dane puppy. And so we put it in the application. It took 4 months to actually go through the application process, and they deliver it, and it's 80 pounds. Yeah. 80 pounds at 6 months old, right? And she's she's a perfect dog, but she's not. She's high maintenance. She's deaf. She's got separation anxiety. She needs lots of attention, not like the first one we had. So yes, we need more fosters. So if you can find it in your heart to foster dogs and you can deal with getting attached to them and letting them go, there's lots of charities that's what they do. They don't have the real estate to store these animals, so they rely on people like all of us to take the animal for a while, take care of it, report on what its behaviors are, so we can match them with the right type of household.
You know, I'm about ready to say something here that we might have made a match.
I know.
Maybe the Brazen Brits hook up with Pawz in effect, and I don't know.
You can take all the dogs, right? You guys can take all the dogs. Just send them your way. We'll actually deliver them to you.
But we might have stumbled on something here.
Yeah, it'd be a good match. Natalie's actually a dog trainer as well.
I am a dog trainer. And
everything around Natalie's life is around
and
dogs,
every book that we've published, we've donated 100% of the profits to that to dog charities as well.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. And actually training helps a lot. I mean, our deaf dog we took to sit training and it helped a lot. And then Prozac has helped her a lot too.
I bet.
It has, seriously. I was like, separation anxiety, that's what helps. So they gave us I can't remember the first drug they gave us, but they gave us that to give her an hour or two before we left. And the first time it worked, it kind of knocked her out. But it also made her, she was like shaken because she couldn't even hardly stand. It really doped her up. So we didn't like that. The second time we did it, she just powered through it. She was shaky, but she was like running around trying to find us. So we're like, this isn't working. And then they gave us Prozac, a daily dose of Prozac to give her. And we put her on that. And she is pretty chill now. She looks for us, but it's not panting and panic. It's just kind of, oh, I'm gonna look for them. Okay, I'll lay down and sleep until they get home. So,
we've got your pain. We've had Dobermans and they're Velcro dogs as well. They suffer with separation anxiety. Dobermans are our love. You know, we love those dogs, but man, they will tear the house up when you leave.
Yeah, well, she never damaged anything. Well, she tore up 2 empty shopping bags. That's all she's ever tore up. I don't know what she has against the empty shopping bags, but that's what she's tore up. Well, actually, I'm lying. That's all she's done in the house. But the first time we left her in our motorhome, we thought, hey, we're going to get a toy hauler motorhome, and it's got the garage in back. She can't harm anything in there. It's just got like walls where you put that stuff. So we put her back in there, and we left her, and we were like inside the house. It was in the driveway. We were at our cousin's house, and we went in to have dinner. It got dark while we were out there, and I forgot to turn any lights on. And she freaked out, and she's tall enough. She reached up and she bit the TV in the garage and destroyed the TV. But that's the only thing she's destroyed. And it was right after that we got her on Prozac, and we don't lock her in the garage area. Even though it's 10 by 8, she felt it was just this huge prison. Yeah. And so if we leave that door open, she's fine. But
I just want to say, Bradley, Prozac helps more than dogs.
Yeah, for those that need it, I imagine so. Yeah.
Prozac's great.
The unique thing is she doesn't care that she's got a sister dog. It's a human separation. It's separation from your human. If they have another dog there, it doesn't help them at all. Yeah. They have to have their human.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing. And then we adopted Minpin, and he doesn't care. He's like, go away.
Yeah, we got a foster dog that we fell in love with, and he just doesn't care.
He's the opposite. He's just like,
brilliant, you're going out, just leave me alone.
Yeah, most Great Danes are like that. Unless they have to go to the bathroom. If they have to go to the bathroom, you're done because you're getting up. They will get you no matter what you're doing.
About that, she just paces and looks at us, whereas our husky will come over and like try to do claws, right? She does the grab you. It's time to go out. Come on.
Yeah, that's what our Dane does to us. And their paws are about as big as my hand.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Bradley. Tell us a joke. What do you got, brother?
So a guy walks into the bar. He's got some asphalt he's carrying into the bar. He goes in and he sets the asphalt on the bar, and the bartender says, "What can I get you?" And he says, "I'll have one for me and one for the road." I know. See, you guys aren't.
I haven't heard that. Where are you finding these? This isn't a normal Google.
I don't even know. These are old jokes. These are old jokes. I haven't had any new jokes for a while, but these are good ones. Yeah, those are my go-tos.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, geez, I joined a dog conversation. That's all right, Sarah. We're not just doing dog jokes. These are 2 great channels, Sarah. They're RV channels, and we're all big dog people. And apparently, Lord Lawrence and Natalie are whatever she brings home people.
My wife's gonna be mad. I just finished the root beer moonshine. That was her favorite.
You just finished what?
I just finished the root beer moonshine. My wife's gonna be pissed. That's hers. Whoops.
I have that moonshine. That's probably a bit dangerous. No, it's quite old now. I don't know if we should drink that.
It tastes like warm root beer. That's really what it tastes like. So
it tastes like jet fuel.
Oh yeah,
I love how she sneaks off screen, like subtly, and just kind of sneaks off. Like you won't see me. Don't look over here.
See, I care enough about the production of this that I'd have my bottles right here.
Should I just bring the wine here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There she goes again. Everybody, I care about enough for this production. I brought my booze over.
Wine here, so I don't have to leave ever again.
Can you hold up what you're drinking over there that everybody wants to see?
No, I'm a little embarrassed.
Well, that's the point.
No, what was
the wine cooler?
Don't be a muppet.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. This is all I could find on
We
short
are on
notice.
lockdown, and there is only one place within 20 minutes of us.
My supply, Drew. You're killing my booze lockdown supply.
White Zinfandel.
Oh, that's I know that brand.
I know.
That's okay.
Some wine.
It's nice. It's better than Boone's Farm.
I like the meme to say I drank Mad Dog as a teenager. I'm immune to the coronavirus, right? Because I drink Mad Dog.
Mostly I drink out of the box, so actually this is better.
Better. So Lawrence, what do you got for us? Fire while you're putting your gin that makes you sin in your glass. Fire off a joke.
Come on, bring it. I'm ready. I've only got a half a shot of moonshine, so I only need to do a half a laugh.
That's all you've given me for anyway. Don't worry.
No effect. No effect.
Velcro. What a ripoff.
Piss off. I'm just going to tell a joke. It's going to be Velcro. What a ripoff. I don't care.
Saved his best for last.
Everybody can just piss off.
As long as I can make Drew laugh, everyone else will laugh at Drew. So we're good.
That's true. That's true. That's what's happened to me. I laugh at Drew. And the fact that I can't talk anymore.
Oh, my God. Wags is probably spitting something across the room. I'm going to get a call from Dustin. This is
Hey, Drew, I've got a contractual question for you.
Sir.
So I think you made somewhere around between $7 and $10 tonight. Do you pay royalties to Brazen Brits and Pawz in Effect for the fact that we brought you some major revenue tonight?
YouTube takes about 30. So I'm going to tell you the truth. I got monetized, I think, on what, Sunday? I have made $1.38.
Yeah, I figured.
YouTube is taking 30% of that. So I told Dustin, I said, the way that we're going here, I should be able to donate something in about a year to 2 years to you.
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
Yeah,
if it makes it easier, Drew, I'll donate my 30% or whatever it is to Dustin and as well.
I think Blue Wave Bob said it best. He said he started his YouTube channel to be a millionaire, and he's still waiting for like 999,000 to be able to get there. So, maybe more than that. So.
Yeah, I keep calling Dustin the Wags and like.
Oh, he's here. Hey, Bob, how's it going?
Yeah, he's one of my moderators. They're awesome. And I keep going, dude, check out my analytics. What does this mean? He goes, dude, you made $1.38 in 28 days. Awesome.
Yeah, I've seen some other channels that set up like their own PayPal and their own, Patreon, PayPal. I don't know much about those channels. Like I said, we didn't really start for monetization, but now that we're getting closer and we're seeing what maybe we could help some charities out, we may explore some of those avenues. But I think, just doing a PayPal link and saying, hey, here's my mission, send me some money for PayPal might work. But, you kind of have to have a loyal following in that case. But there's lots of ways, and people have it in their heart to help people. So if you're legitimate about your help, and you're giving it to good causes, I think you're in good shape. Hey, Aaron Jemison, it was his birthday 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Aaron, happy birthday. Let's all have a drink for Aaron.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hoorah.
And Pamela Owens has just joined, and she's a lady that got me into dog rescue. So hello, Pam.
So,
Thank you for joining.
If you have a weak liver, don't come on the show.
Oh, yeah. No, none of the
Not
people.
tonight, yeah.
None of the people that we know have a weak liver. You're right.
Whose turn is it to tell a joke?
Oh, it's my turn?
For this. Is
My
it
turn?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right, so a bear and a rabbit are taking a poop in the woods. And the bear looks over at the rabbit and says, "Do you have problems with poop sticking in your fur?" And the rabbit says no. So the bear wipes his butt with the rabbit.
I've had that one. Ah.
Yeah, it was an Eddie Murphy classic, right?
I was laughing before he finished. It's the way he tells
You
it.
need the joke. It's great.
It's great.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
I've got one more and then I'm done.
Done with what? To the bottle or to the next one?
Ago.
I already finished one. I already finished the moonshine that I'm in trouble for.
Are we
So.
going to fix to 10:30? Is that a cut off?
Oh, I don't know.
Get out. It's 10:30.
Oh, is there other
Bar
people
shut.
watching?
They're having their, I just snorted.
Plug for the
They're having
sponsor.
Huh? Oh, dude, I'd love a sponsor.
Yeah, I don't have any.
This is not sponsored by Bud Light.
We should ask. We can all just drink it. That's fine.
I just want to call Adidas and see what happens.
And that, yeah, I agree.
You have an in for us?
No, but I'm thinking about just renaming us to Adidas.
You can't even remember your own joke.
I know.
So, are you guys still in England and Britain?
No, we're in Virginia.
Okay, I was going to say it's like 4 a.m, right?
We imported them.
No, but
nice.
we have like Natalie. That's what we're saying. Natalie's sister is over, and she's on the live feed. So
It's 3 a.m. there.
Yeah,
Give her a shout out, Natalie. Who's she?
there's a channel called Hitch Up and Tow that's on a lot of our late night lives as well. On our Wednesday night, Hitch Up and Tow sometimes join, and it's like 3 a.m. for him.
Yeah,
They're funny as heck too.
Posh Cat is from across the pond too.
Yeah. Yep. Posh Cats.
They're from across the pond.
Desmond's Donders, I think, is as well.
Okay, Lawrence, it's your turn. And we're staying a little later tonight and just finishing the bottles.
Woo!
Right.
I still got half. Good luck, people.
I
It's supposed to be rainy and cold all weekend. What else are you going to do, right?
I'm not
We're going to go into the diverse uses of the word F. Just kidding.
okay. Oh no, I need to find a funny one. I don't have any funny ones.
Oh.
I can give you one if you want. I've got one or two more left.
No, because
I'll tell you and you tell it back to me and I'll laugh.
let's see if we laugh. Yeah. Yours aren't the jokes, they're the storytelling. And I can't do that. So anyway, so what? I don't know what Armageddon means. It's not the end of the world. Anyone? Wags?
Bueller,
We need a
not the end of the world.
What we need for the next one.
I
I can
know,
throw
What do you call it?
You should have took mine. It's better.
Dustin laugh. We need an LOL on the chat, Dustin.
Come on,
So-
people.
We need an LOL, Dustin. LOL is somebody out there for the love of God.
Lol.
The funny thing, I said that to Natalie earlier, and she looked at me completely blank.
Why did you
Like,
do it? You should have vetoed that one immediately.
no, Drew rushed me, and so I just said the first one that came up.
Oh,
You
no.
rushed me.
Talk about the first thing that comes up.
Linda, it's rum. It's not
That's what
vodka.
she said.
I do like vodka, but it's coconut rum. It's coconut rum.
I have
Coconut rum. She said I switched from moonshine to vodka. It's coconut rum.
You know what that reminds me of is Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. This is Kenny Chesney. I think Jimmy Buffett probably has some, but Kenny Chesney founded a charity called Save the Manatees, and we did a podcast with them. So they're all about protecting the manatees down in Florida. So a really good organization if you want to check out a charity. Save the Manatees, founded about 40 years ago.
Okay.
And Jimmy Buffett founded it with the ex-governor of Florida.
Parrot heads are cool, man.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett. Blew out a flip-flop. You don't want to sing that song when you've been drinking a lot. You can't.
I thought a cheeseburger in paradise over in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell
Oh, you went to that restaurant?
Yes, I did.
Maui at Wailea Village right there.
No, not Maui, on the Big Island. I have relatives that live on they own a ranch on the Big Island.
And they've got a restaurant there called Cheeseburger in Paradise?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they've got one in Maui. And that's who gave us our Mai Tai recipe that we've given out in some of our live sessions before. So our Mai Tai is one of our go-to drinks as well. Because you can't get a good Mai Tai here in the States. You got to go to Hawaii to get them. And the reason why is they try to make them with sweet and sour mix over here, and that isn't what it takes, right?
I don't know. I was in Virginia Beach drinking the hell out of a lava flow. I could barely stand up. And it was great because I'm so big, I was in the pool. So the drunker I got, I could just float. I was like a giant drunk bobber.
There's a place we go to every time we go to Maui called it's a Wailea Marriott, and they've got a zero edge horizon pool. And they come and serve you those lava flows right there, and you just kind of float out in that saltwater pool. It's fantastic. Fantastic. And, you know, it's a class 5 resort, but we go for free because I travel a lot for my job. So I travel. I have 2 years worth of stays at Marriott's, 700 and something nights. I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm away from my family a lot. That's just Marriott's. I've got a lot of stays at Holiday Inns and Hilton's as well, but over 2 years at Marriott's in the last 25 years.
Yeah, there was a song, if your girl keeps acting up, then you take her to a Holiday Inn.
All right, that was good.
Go ahead. Go ahead, tell your joke.
All right. So this is a hunting joke. It's important during these times of coronavirus when we have to hunt for our food because we can't go to the stores. Just kind of kidding. Anyway, the way you catch a squirrel, you should dig a hole in the woods. You fill it up with ashes. You surround it with peas. You sit back and wait. When he comes to take a pee, you kick him in the ash hole.
Greatest.
You can catch a polar bear the same way, but you kick him in the ice hole.
Remember, mail goes to him.
Yeah, you know, I started strong. I needed a relief pitcher.
Oh dear.
It was good. I definitely tried not to laugh there. So
all right,
fine. I'll take a drink.
Please.
This isn't fair. You're in sales or something.
That's all I've got.
You're in sales or something.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
That's all I've got. I've exhausted my regular joke regimen.
Oh, all right. We're at 57.
There's a lot of laughs in the chat. I think you guys were like, I don't know what you got superpowers now because everybody else is laughing in the chat. Oh, there's a groan. There's a groan. There's a silence. There's a silence and a groan, and then a bunch of laughs. So I don't know about those people with a silence and a groan. You need to hit up some more of this.
No, it's because there's a delay. All the laughs are from my joke.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what's happening.
I got with Dustin, and we want to buy a plot of land next to you.
Yay!
We're going to all stand on it and sword fight and see if we can sack your land.
Fence.
Wait,
we need to
fence. What land?
The Lord Lawrence land.
In Scotland.
Oh, in Scotland?
Darling, yes.
Yeah.
Scotland. Nice.
Yeah.
So Bradley, I don't know if knows the story where you were drinking gin and became a lord.
That's why we are Lord and Lady Lawrence.
So there's a thing, Bradley. I have a habit of buying weird stuff when I've had a drink or two. And normally it's at that point where I'm just about to forget what happens until the next day. So, so this particular night, actually, it was the night before we met Dustin and Leslie, the Wags, in Texas, Beaumont, Texas. And, I decided to buy a 1 foot square plot of land in Scotland, which had some special meaning, which makes me a lord. We don't have the certificate here, but so me and Natalie are officially
handy, just in case.
I want a copy of it.
Here's my certificate.
I want a little credit card size one for my wallet.
I don't think they sell those, darling.
So anyway, we are now Lord and Lady Natalie Warrener.
Idiot.
But there's been many other weird things.
Weird websites like this.
No, like one morning I don't know. I think it was a Monday morning. We had a microphone stand delivered. At some point.
Oh, wait, no. Let me explain that.
At some point over the weekend, I thought it was a good idea.
Singing microphone stand. So we do actually have a karaoke room in our house, even though we're terrible. But you know, when you like to have a few drinks, you're like, "Oh, sound amazing. Let's sing." But for some reason,
it's like a party thing, though. You don't need a microphone stand for it. Why would
for some reason, Laura's bought an actual microphone stand with like a little, like mouth buffer.
Oh, everything! It's got the whole spit thing.
Yeah, it's great.
And, it's like a.
He doesn't remember ordering it at all.
Look, like Drew's got one. Look.
Yes.
So what are you Lord of? Like Lord of the Muppets?
It's all Lord of Scotland. Bradley, we got a whole folder. It gives us the GPS coordinates of where our land is and tells us what we're the lord of. It sends you crests.
You really need to get it again?
I don't know where it is. It's like on really thick paper that you can frame. This isn't no joke. This is no joke.
One of my favorite movie lines is from "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Yes.
Yeah, I love that movie, and it's where he says, "A man is no man. A man with no land is no man at all."
Yeah,
he does.
Owning land, which I own none, but one day I will.
Well,
even if it's an RV lot somewhere, that's what I'm going to own.
Well,
I do know.
Apparently, for $49.95, you can own land too and become a titled.
Yep. There you go. You're giving your secret away now.
Yeah, but the problem
where
was
do we send the money? Is that to you, Papa Drew?
No,
$14.99.
You got to figure out where he bought his stuff from.
Yeah.
I'm getting good at this. You just got to point in the other direction. Like if I want, I just do this and it's easy. But trying to figure out which one is a little harder.
Out now.
If I do two, it's easy.
Yeah. Go ahead and we're a minute over.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
I got nothing else. Let me think of one.
No, that's fine. Go ahead now. The Brits. Go. At this point,
You guys got one left?
I got loads left. Do you want me just to reel them off and see if you like
Really? Yeah. Let's do like 5 in a row.
I want to wait. Stop. I need to clear something up because
Speed laughing.
Lily Gypsy Child asked if we were talking about Beaumont, Texas.
Yes.
Yes, we were there like a month ago.
Yeah, it was a while back. But we were
Texas?
There. In Beaumont, Texas. Yeah.
We were. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
last winter. Port Aransas, San Antonio, those areas.
Yeah. So we just did all that, and we got so we were coming south, so we did Florida over winter. Let's say Florida over winter, and then we moved across.
But we went to the Dade battlefield
where you guys did.
You guys did, and I didn't video it because I didn't think it was important.
Yeah.
Well, we are known for videoing things that make no sense. So it's the cheap things, the free things that nobody goes to. That's what we do.
I've been there with the
Everybody does Zion and Orlando and all that. We go to the Dade, but we went there. We actually arrived in Florida. We were staying in Bushnell. We had really no idea where we were going. We thought we were going to the beach. We had some friends that said, "Hey, we're going to be in Florida." We're like, "Okay, cool, boom, beach." And we got there and we're like, it's an hour and a half to the beach. What the hell? Who comes to Florida for the winter and does go to the beach? But anyway, it was really nice for motorcycle riding because Bushnell is kind of rural.
Yeah.
But like 5 days after we were there, they had this reenactment, and I've never been to a reenactment, and that was really, really cool. So that's a really nice park, the Dade Battlefield Park there. And if you're into any history, the whole history of what happened when the Americans kind of really slaughtered the Indians, that's my opinion, and kind of put them on reservations. So that's what this was about. But in this case, the Indians slaughtered the Americans. Only 3 Americans survived from this battle. And so it was this reenactment of that particular battle that started the Second Seminole War. And I've never been to a reenactment. There's a channel, Roy and Becky's Travels, that actually participate in reenactments, Civil War reenactments. And so they're really cool. And they bring you back to some of the history of the U.S.
So we have a thing, and I know you've watched all of our videos, Bradley, but so Natalie has
1.5.
You know,
Walmart video and the hose video.
Yeah.
she wouldn't.
And I only stopped the second one because my internet died. I would have watched the whole thing, but my internet
So here's
died.
an example. For anyone watching our videos, we don't say it on the channel, but we went to Rome, where Natalie's family is actually from, and we paid for a tour. Right? If you go to the Colosseum, if you pay for a tour, you get like free entry. Not free entry. You get you don't have to stand in all the lines to get in. So we were like, yeah, fine, we'll pay $14 for this tour.
Where are you going with this?
Because you don't care about the history until afterwards. So
That is
we went
not
through this
true.
whole tour. Right, the guy told us so many facts. I was like trying to write it down. I'm like, I can't get enough information. I can't get enough history. And Natalie's off somewhere else, like randomly
I'm
looking
taking
around,
the photos.
like pointing
darling.
like this. We got to go home. It's lunchtime. Sort of thing. And then afterwards, she was like, I wonder why all the holes are in the Colosseum. I was like, well, if you're listening, you would know why the holes are there.
That's why I married you, darling, so you could tell me what the
So
hell I'm talking about.
do you like history, Lawrence? Do you love history?
Yeah, I do. I do. But
I
Natalie,
love history. Every time we're driving along and there's like historical point of reference or whatever, it's got a little sign. I want to stop at every one of them. It drives my wife crazy. And so we don't stop a lot of times, but I'd love to, because it's just like, wow, this happened here, 118 years ago.
About Dane. I watched your video. I had no idea. I went there and walked the dogs.
Bradley, what happens is I work all week and Natalie goes out and walks the dogs and goes to all these cool places and doesn't read one placard.
No.
Right? So I said, oh, brilliant. Dave Battlefield,
Does
what
it
was that
accept
about?
dogs?
And she's like,
Yes.
I don't know. But it was a really nice place to walk the dogs. And
And you know what it is? We went back. We did a second one. I don't know if you saw the second one. We did the Battlefield one, and then we went back with the dogs and just showed how you can walk the dogs through there. And it's pretty good. Pretty cool place to walk the dogs.
I watched the dog one. I didn't watch the actual Battlefield one. But even then, I was like, "This is weird. Why are they there? There's nothing interesting there."
It was 2 miles from our RV park, so it was a great place to take the dogs. Right?
It was 8 minutes away from us as well. Where were we staying? Was that Lake Panisofsky or something? Was it near that lake?
I'm not sure. It was an hour and a half from the beach and about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Daytona. So that's what I know. We did a lot of motorcycle riding. There's a lot of nice roads down there, not a whole lot of traffic. But we went to Bike Week in Daytona. We went to Tampa Bay for the beach once, but really that's about it. If you ride motorcycles or you want to be in a chill area of Florida, it's great. But other than that, it's I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you love bingo. They have bingo 2 or 3 nights a week there at that RV park.
Yeah.
No, I think
it's a sport I can really get into without exerting a lot of. I can drink. It's a good drinking sport. Well,
you know what? You can't drink at bingo. We learned that the hard way the first time we went there.
Hold my beer.
We had our bottles out on the table, and we were getting all kinds of dirty looks. First time we ever played bingo. And pretty soon they came over and said, "You can't drink while playing bingo." So we put the bottles away. We filled up our little containers. It's gambling, so I guess it's against the law to drink when you're playing bingo. It'll cause a problem.
You
know what? I don't make the rules. I'm just the messenger.
I would have just asked if they've heard of a place called Las Vegas.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but that's how it is. You can't drink when playing bingo.
Bingo's so much less fun for me.
These people are serious about their bingo. You don't want to mess up.
They are very serious. Once they put their teeth in, watch out. Don't come out.
Oh, you know what? They've got all kinds of tchotchke stuff that makes noises and lights up when they get a bingo. They've got these little different color markers and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I enjoyed the 2 or 3 times we did it when we were there, but people are serious about it. And they come 4 hours before to save their spot.
4 hours?
4 to 5 hours before they come to the clubhouse.
Because they can sit.
They save their spot, and you don't want to take their spot, my friend.
No, here's the reason
It'll
why.
be like West Side Story.
Here's the reason why they can come 4 to 5 hours early, because they're all wearing Depends. They don't have to get up and move to the bathroom. They can just sit there.
Ew.
That's not nice.
Yeah,
true.
I'm gonna laugh because I'm thirsty, but that's all. That's the only reason why.
Hey, so
do we do our reel off? Do you want to reel off?
Right. So I printed all these jokes out. Can we just reel them off?
We could save them for another
Do we
day.
still? Does anyone even care? Is anyone still here?
I'm not sure.
We're getting people here.
We're running over tonight, everybody.
23 people still watching.
All right. I woke up this morning and I forgot which side the sun rises from. Then it dawned on me.
I'm out of beer.
You got that from a meme.
I recently decided to sell my vacuum cleaner. All it was doing was gathering dust. No, not that one. Okay. When you hate it when someone answers their own question, I do.
Hey, I got one for you. Knock, knock.
Who's that?
Interrupting cow.
No.
Moo.
Me and Natalie laugh. Me and Natalie often laugh about how competitive we are, but I laugh more.
That's stupid.
Oh, okay, come on.
Googling. You're getting comments. He's Googling.
All right, I have to retire for the night. But this was a lot of fun. It was great to meet you guys. Thanks, Papa Drew, for inviting us.
Yeah,
appreciate it very much.
Hang on real quick. Go ahead and plug your channel, Brits.
Do we have to? I don't know if we can say anything
Drew,
more.
we told you this, but we're not very good at it, if I'm honest. We video some stuff. We travel around the US. We video some stuff. We're obviously stuck at home at the moment, so there'll be some farm stuff coming up. We enjoy doing it. We love doing it. People seem to enjoy watching it. So if you do, hit subscribe, like. If not,
don't.
Good for you.
Yeah. Carry on with your lives.
and cause and effect, if we could put a link up to their channel, he's real close to getting monetized, where he too can make $1.84 in 28 days.
Congratulations.
That's right. And $1.83 will go to charity. I'll keep a penny for myself because I want a Tootsie Roll.
Exactly.
I don't even think you can buy a Tootsie Roll for a penny anymore.
But you can do the Tootsie Roll dance. Go ahead and plug your channel, brother.
We're focused on positivity. So pretty much all things positive, but with a main theme of animals and environment, and really just paying it forward. Whatever we get that's a blessing, we pass on to other people, other organizations, and so on and so forth. And we want to have fun. So we're not, as Lord Lawrence said, we just take pictures of stuff. We try to be as good as we can, and we're learning it as we go. We took the advice of start your channel. Just go ahead and start it. So don't wait and learn. So we started with little equipment, with little knowledge, and 2 years later, we're still pretty amateur, but we're trying to work to be better. And the main thing is making friends like you and building the community, and hopefully meeting some of the people as we travel around. That's really what we're all about. So it's about community, it's about positivity, it's about helping each other, and having a laugh and sharing, the things that we think are fun and compelling along the way that you might want to do if you come in that area. That's it.
Nice.
That was way better than me.
I like it. We could record it and use it in future.
Yeah, I'm gonna
have him script it for you. I was doing,
but you know what? I could say all this eloquent things, and nobody even hears me. But you start talking, and it's like, oh, he's got a British accent. Let's listen to what he says, even if it's nonsense. You ruled the day, my friend.
Not if they're British, and then they're like, what a wanker.
Can you describe wanker to us?
Nope.
No. Oh, I forgot.
Nope. You can't describe that.
Oh
no. It's so funny though. It's true. They can get on the red carpet. All they have to do is say BBC, and they'll let them on. You guys could get anywhere you want to. We'll get you fake media passes if you share the content.
We should just record their intros. That's fine.
Maybe we should just change our channel name to BBC Travel.
BBC
you should.
Today we are
so
the woodpecker. Yeah.
I want to say thank you to Melanetti and Linda for the super chats tonight. That was very awesome.
That was very cool.
That's cool. That's
really cool. I was doing 2 live streams. I gave up my time slot for this gentleman down here so we can grab his hours. And we gave up the other time slot to RB Kids so they can grab their hours. We will be going live once a week at 6:30 on the West Coast. I don't know why my background looks like I'm from Star Trek. Okay.
I thought you were doing that on purpose.
No, it looks very festive.
It's the just keep drinking. That's normal.
I wish you had some of that ghost equipment. That would probably be going off right now.
Yeah, something's going off. We'll talk about that in the green room. That thing that flew across it. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out. It's been a little bit longer, but I hope everybody really enjoyed that. And if you want to see more content with drinking, let us know, because that was a lot of fun.
Yes. We're always up for that.
Yeah. Or if you want to have, if any one of you guys want to come back on the show, let me know, because I'd love to have both of you. Thanks for coming. I want to say thank you to all the moderators, and this wouldn't be possible without all the people that tuned in tonight. So I want to say thank you to everybody.
Yeah. That was good.
Just like I end everything, I just want to say, you guys stick around for the green room for a second, and I love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. My cell phone's in the